365 days a year, 7 days a week, Massachusetts dairy farmers and their cows work hard to produce fresh, nutritious, wholesome milk that becomes delicious dairy products like drinking milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and butter. Each day starts before dawn to milk and care for the cows, and doesn't let up until after supper time. Any time of day you'll find feed being mixed, cows and calves being cared for, and barns and stalls being cleaned. Crops, such as corn and hay, are planted in the fields and when the time is right, harvested as feed for their cows. It's a non-stop, challenging life, but dairy farmers wouldn't have it any other way. Today, more than ever, Massachusetts dairy farmers are committed to caring for their cows, farming and protecting the land, and producing wholesome, delicious dairy products all year long.
I am probably the proudest person there is. I invite everyone out to the farm. I start talking to them about the farm, and I'm like, well, yeah, just come visit. I'll show you everything. And to be able to show people what we do and where their food comes from, I think everyone should value that. And being the person that's actually involved in it is fantastic.
I guess I like the animals. I really do. Just wouldn't seem normal not to have them here. They're just like your family. You know them all, you've seen them all born. Just like having kids, they grow up and they work hard for you. And you take care of them, they take care of you. That's the key.
Massachusetts dairy farmers produce 28 million gallons of milk a year, much of which is consumed right here in Massachusetts. Some dairy farmers also produce and sell vegetables, maple syrup, beef, and eggs, which are sold at their farm stand. Supporting a local food system is one of the biggest rewards Massachusetts dairy farmers receive as a result of their dedication and hard work. The economic benefit of dairy farming in Massachusetts is worth $187 million a year, money that is spent locally and helps support local businesses.
When you have a local product, you know more about it. We can tell you everything you want to know about the milk in those animals. And the same with the vegetables. I can tell you who picked your tomatoes yesterday. I can tell you who's picking your corn or when we planted the corn. Just local, it's what you know versus what you don't know. And I personally would rather know all about my food than say, oh, what is this? Where'd this come from? Who farmed this? What'd they put in it? Every day a customer comes in and asks us about the milk or about the cows or about the vegetables. And it is so enlightening that we can actually answer their questions rather than say, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't know.
The advantage of having local farms is not only can people go see them, not only can they experience what they're doing for keeping open space and quality of life, is they can go to the store and buy products that have been made by somebody locally and can be consumed by their family.
In order to deliver quality milk consistently, dairy farmers spend a lot of time and effort to keep their cows healthy. Several times a day, you'll find farmers feeding their cows a nutritious, balanced diet of feed, which can include grain, grass, corn silage, vitamins, and minerals. Cows are given plenty of water and comfortable housing. Their barn provides welcome shade from the hot sun, and their stalls are lined with sand, sawdust, or thick mattresses to make sure they are clean and comfortable. Veterinarians check in on their health regularly, and newborn calves are hand-fed and treated with care. Farmers love their animals and know that the key to quality milk is a contented cow.
There is no funny science here. We're just making them comfortable. We're providing them with good doctor or veterinary care, and we're providing them with the best of feed as they produce a good, solid, wholesome milk product for us.
Many farms in Massachusetts are multi-generational, with a long history of family involvement throughout the years. The Whittier farm in Sutton is a perfect example, with everyone in the family from Wayne and Mary to their 3 children, Samantha, John, and Diana, pitching in to keep things working.
I really enjoy running the equipment with the crops and screening loom for sale and moving stuff with the excavator. The machinery is a lot more of my end than the cows.
I find it kind of interesting to grow up on a farm because I love animals, so it's kind of taught me what they're like and how to work with them.
There's a lot of character here. There's a lot of character. If my husband and I needed to go away, I guarantee these 3 kids could run this farm. And that's because that's what farming instills in you. It gives you a lot of responsibility at a very young age. These 3 do more than I have ever done at that age. They are entrusted with much more, and that's pretty amazing.
Massachusetts dairy farms are small family farms with an average herd size of 96. Massachusetts dairy farmers on the average farm and manage 418 acres of land. Dairy farmers are certainly faced with business challenges, competition with large dairy producers out west, increases in supplemental feed prices, rising fuel costs, and the pressure of real estate development. Massachusetts dairy farmers are adaptable and smart and have proven to be resilient. Many have expanded the farm products they produce, opened seasonal farm stores, ice cream stands, offer farm tours, and sell compost and hay.
You got to be the big picture kind of person, but then you got to bring it down to, gee whiz, why today did I, produce more or less milk than the day before? And the good part about dairy is you have 365 days a year to fix it, and that's what we kind of do. We're tinkerers, and we tinker on stuff and try to do a better job. And certainly the story of Massachusetts agriculture is we've tinkered, we've adapted, we've made it work. These towns have grown up and we've become a different kind of communities, but the fact of the matter is those of us that continue to farm have made it work.
Managing and preserving Massachusetts dairy farms is important for many reasons. Not only do they provide us with wholesome, delicious dairy products, but dairy farms are stewards of the land. Dairy farms protect and conserve our beautiful rural landscapes and wildlife habitats. Each day, dairy farmers carefully manage and conserve the water and soil they use. Green initiatives are a common practice on Massachusetts dairy farms. Massachusetts dairy farmers are very proactive, implementing energy conservation and energy efficiency programs, as well as renewable technologies such as wind, solar, biomass, and anaerobic digesters.
It's just, I like to see open land, and there's just not enough of it. It's too bad when a farm goes out of business and next thing it grows houses, because it's never going back to a field again, that's for sure.
Dairy farmers do so much for Massachusetts, and it's easier than you might imagine to lend them your support. Get to know your local dairy farmers. Find out what it takes to bring you all the delicious dairy products you and your family enjoy. Dairy products found in your local stores are likely to be produced with milk from a Massachusetts dairy farm. As long as we support our local dairy farmers will keep doing what they love and what they do best, maintaining our state's agricultural heritage of producing quality, local dairy products, treating animals with care, and maintaining the landscape's beauty by keeping land open and accessible. A real Massachusetts local love story, brought to you by the dairy farmers of Massachusetts.